The Dutton name was earned in blood, not given. And now, we're finally going to see how it all began. The world of Yellowstone is about to go deeper than ever before. Not in the far past with wagon trains or frontier survival, but in the shadowy years where power, land, and loyalty began to twist the man we now know as John Dutton. Paramount is gearing up to release a brand new prequel, and it's not about cowboys and settlers anymore. This time, it's about political ambition, family wars, and a young Dutton ready to take the fight into his own hands and leading the charge. Josh Lucas stepping fully into the boots of the man who would one day control Montana. Josh Lucas is no longer just a flashback character. In this new prequel, he's front and center, and the trailer wastes no time setting the tone. We open with sweeping shots of Montana's mountains, but the beauty quickly turns dark. There are wildfires, land disputes, and tension in the air. Over this, we hear the voice of a younger John Dutton, quieter, more uncertain, but already shaped by duty. This land doesn't forgive, he says. It remembers. What follows is a powerful montage. Fences are cut, cattle are stolen. There are tense courtroom scenes. A young John in a crisp suit, facing down men twice his age. He's not just a rancher, he's entering politics. One of the most surprising trailer moments is a glimpse of John at a campaign rally speaking about protecting Montana's heritage. His enemies aren't just rival ranchers now, they're mayors, judges, and lawmakers. This is a different Yellowstone. Still gritty, still dangerous, but more personal. The trailer shows the early years of the Duttons as they transition from simple landowners into something bigger, a dynasty. There's a scene where John stands on the Yellowstone porch with a young child in his arms. Fans are already wondering, is that a young Beth? Or maybe even Jamie? Josh Lucas delivers a version of John Dutton that feels familiar, but also fresh. He's not the confident, cold-hearted patriarch we've known. He's still building that armor. He's wounded, fiery, and full of questions. That's what makes this prequel so interesting. It's not just about action. It's about becoming. And while the trailer doesn't give everything away, it plants just enough clues. A gunshot in the dark, a betrayal hinted in a handshake, and a promise, I'll never let anyone take this land. We know how far the older John Dutton will go to keep that promise. Now we're about to learn why. One of the biggest questions Yellowstone fans are asking right now is, who else is coming along for this ride? We know Josh Lucas is returning as young John Dutton, but who's standing beside him? Or standing in his way? The trailer gives us just enough to start guessing. There's a glimpse of a strong-willed woman riding alongside John, possibly his wife Evelyn Dutton in her younger years. If that's true, we could finally get a closer look at the woman who shaped the Dutton children, especially Beth. Fans have always wanted to understand Evelyn's influence, and this prequel could give us that emotional depth. Maybe we'll see how her strength and coldness became part of Beth's personality, or how her death, hinted at in flashbacks, tore the family apart. There's also a shadowy figure in the trailer who could be a younger version of Garrett Randall, Jamie's biological father. If so, this would open up a whole new angle of storytelling. We might witness the early days of the secret adoption, the lies that shaped Jamie's life, and the growing resentment between him and John. These are the seeds of betrayal we saw explode in later seasons, and now we might see how they were planted. Another huge fan theory revolves around Rip Wheeler. Could this be where a teenage Rip first arrives at the ranch, blooded and alone, and finds a home under John's watch? If the show gives us even a hint of that backstory, it will be a huge emotional moment. Their bond has always been more like father and son than boss and ranch hand. Seeing how it all began would give fans a whole new appreciation for their relationship. And then there's the idea of younger versions of Beth, Case, and Lee. Even just brief appearances would help us connect the dots between the past and present. Imagine Beth as a smart but angry teenager, already clashing with her mother. or Case as a boy caught between his father's expectations and his own wild heart. These moments would be subtle but powerful, adding emotional weight without overshadowing John's journey. Casting will be key. Yellowstone has always nailed the look and feel of its characters. If this prequel gets the right actors, people who can carry the weight of these roles without turning them into copies, it could be lightning in a bottle. Fans don't want cheap nostalgia. They want answers, depth, and the kind of storytelling that Taylor Sheridan does best. And of course, people are already asking, will Kevin Costner return at all? Could we see him in a voiceover? Or maybe a final scene that ties the past to the present? Even just one appearance could be a powerful bridge between timelines. Whether that happens or not, this spin-off has already created a buzz. People want to know more, and they want to feel connected to the characters they've spent years watching. This new prequel isn't just another Yellowstone spin-off. It's a deeper look at legacy, power, and how a man like John Dutton is forged by hard choices, not easy victories. And at the center of it all is Taylor Sheridan, the storyteller who built this universe from the ground up. Sheridan isn't interested in heroes or villains. He writes people flawed, conflicted, and dangerous when pushed too far. That's what makes this new series so exciting. Everything about the trailer points to a darker, more complex tone. Unlike 1883 or 1923, which were about survival and tradition, this chapter is about transformation. It's about how one man builds a kingdom in a world that's changing faster than he can control. The stakes aren't just about land, they're about identity. How far will John go to protect what he believes is his? And what does he have to sacrifice to hold on to it? We also get hints that the political world will play a much bigger role in this series. Campaign posters, heated debates, courtroom showdowns. This is Yellowstone stepping off the ranch and into the halls of power. We've always known John had influence in Montana, but now we're about to see how he got it and who he had to be to earn it. Visually, the show looks stunning. The trailer is full of wide open skies, burning fields, and tense standoffs in dusty streets. But what stands out most is the quiet moments. John sitting alone in a truck, staring at the land. A letter being burned, a look exchanged between father and son. These are the scenes that Sheridan excels at, where everything feels calm, but something dangerous is just beneath the surface. And this is what makes the prequel special. It's not just giving us more of the same, it's digging deeper into the soul of Yellowstone. It's showing us the price of power, the weight of legacy, and the pain that comes with protecting something too fiercely. Sheridan knows fans want action, emotion, and twists, but more than that, they want truth. Even when it's ugly, so what can we expect? A bold new chapter, full of drama and danger. A chance to finally understand the man behind the ranch. And a series that might just become one of the most important pieces of the Yellowstone saga. If this trailer is anything to go by, then John Dutton's past isn't just history, it's a warning. And it's one we can't afford to ignore. So, what do you think? Is this the Yellowstone story we've been waiting for? Will Josh Lucas carry the Dutton legacy into a new era, or uncover a side of John we've never seen before? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Who do you think should play young Beth, Rip, or Jamie? And what are you hoping this series finally reveals? If you're just as obsessed with the Yellowstone universe as we are, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because we'll be breaking down every trailer, theory, and twist. As this new chapter unfolds, this isn't just a prequel. This is how the legend of John Dutton was born.